just bought his boyfriend back. Nah, I'm just not. Nah. I got more to strike on my body though, and a flare.
He's wrapping around bottom floor. Oh shoot.
I can't believe them niggas lost.
Who? Who, bro?
He's up there.
Oh, Georgia?
I'm looking on top.
They about to lose.
He's dropping down. Number 7. Oh, shoot.
Korean, get him, nigga. Armor up, nigga. What?
I like this area. I think we should do it. I don't even have my stuff.
Oh my god.
I need to get my load up.
Shy, you gotta go outside. I was trying to get your attention. Goofies. Should have let her out, man. Chris, let me take a tea, dog. Please. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's like, yo, please, man. Man, you can always get more. They're cheap as fuck. I might have $1 or something for one, but man, bro. You can't hook me up? Oh my god, hold up. Do you take $1 for one? Why not? Bro. Come on, man. Huh? Fuck, man.
For the first time,
fuck,
get
dude.
200 bonus spins with your first deposit. Plus, get up to $1,000 back.
Yo, what was that?
He's still up here. No, how many?
I think it's 2 more left. I'm not sure.
I gotta go down soon and pick this dog outside.
Yeah, I gotta go get mine from outside. Holy fuck. Yeah. Come on, baby. She's even barking at the window. She knows what's up. She used to live here a long time. And man, she's smart. Shy, you want to get back up here? Here, man. I'll put you over here. So you can feel a little fan. Chris don't want to hog it all, huh? Can you help the dog? Can you help the dog a hair? That's even more on you than it was. Shut up. Wasn't it? Don't be a dick. Wow. Fucking dick. The fuck?
I think we should stop this buy station over here. Did he have anything?
Man. I sent my fucking controller down somewhere, bro. Wow. Down them. Bro, when they get into a party, they try so fucking hard, bro. I'd rather try hard by myself.
He just brought going back.
A word, if you please.
I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but...
Just the person I wanted to talk to.
We don't need to push this, guys. I'll be real with you.
No, I'm not pushing. I'm playing it smarter.
I cleaned one.
Yep, one bullet.
Oh, yeah, it's easy dubs. Oh, yeah! Wait a minute. Jeez, what are we doing? Oh, snap. You know what's crazy? I think we all...
No, my God. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Hey, yo. You up,
Hey,
baby?
yo. Hey, man.
Hey, yo.
I decided to suck dick like after you were gone for 40 minutes.
Okay. Alex.
Hey man, how come you always hop it in being like sexual with my asshole, not eating it fully and then leaving?
Nice eating, guy.
Huh?
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. Oh, what
Why don't I show you how it's done?
Let's do this.
Take this! Victory is ours.
Victory is mine, motherfucker.
Another day, another victory.
We'll have to stay on. You know, if we lose, obviously we'll rotate to the next squad. We got another squad lined up. We're gonna stay on. You good, man. It's just like this, man. It's like good. So I think getting managers we're on the same page. We had some good stocks. We stocked up. We killed some squad. We rotated good. We had the Hey, y'all brought the 72 yet? I don't think so. 72's better, but we have like 4 let's do
Fucking Christ, give me my phone. I'm so dyslexic, bro. I was going my west, not the west on the map, bro.
So yesterday, people really liked it a lot. I didn't expect it.
You know what I want to watch? I want to watch the debate. So fuck it.
Basically, this guy, the guy.
Where's the debate?
His sister owns a house, and
Listen to this shit. And you can suck my dick.
I want to begin tonight with the issue that voters repeatedly say is their #1 issue, and that is the economy and the cost of living in this country.
Yeah, it is.
Vice President Harris, you and President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent on the stage here tonight often asks his supporters, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
Never.
So I was raised as a middle-class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America. I believe in the ambition, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy.
I already heard that shit. Not late.
Chill out. I didn't.
Of homes and houses. And the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children.
She roasted him, right?
A tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest
6,000. Nigga, there's your ghetto money, motherfucker.
Those young families can afford to buy a crib.
A crib.
Or buy clothes for their children.
Oh my God, a crib?
Passion, one of them is small businesses. I was actually, my mother raised my sister and me, but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small business.
You think Kamala Harris got a tight ass?
$50,000 tax deduction to start up small business.
Hello, motherfucker.
Backbone of America's economy. My opponent, on the other hand, his plan is to do what he has done before, which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations, which will result in $5 trillion for America's deficit. My opponent has a plan that I call the Trump sales tax, which would be a 20% tax on everyday goods that you rely on to get through the month.
Word.
Said that Trump sales tax would actually result for middle-class families in about $4,000 more a year.
Never heard of that.
Because of his policies and his ideas about...
Y'all believe this bitch?
Yes.
Of middle-class people paying...
It would, too.
No. Because you're a sheep.
President Trump will give you 2 minutes.
First of all,
You're a sheep. Of course you will believe them.
Correct statement. She knows that we're doing tariffs on other countries. Other countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us
retarded.
for what we've done for the world. And the tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions
He's a big retard.
of dollars, as you know, from China. In fact, they never took the tariff off because there was so much money they can't. They would totally destroy everything that they.
He's retarded, but
Look
you
at
don't
his
even know.
fucking face.
You don't even know what a
I can't
tariff
feel
is.
mine. Huh?
Y'all don't even know what a tariff is, but he's retarded. What's a tariff?
What's
a tariff?
An Arab.
Exactly, you don't know shit. Fucking retard. This is why America is doing bad.
We were at 21%.
Because uninformed people voting.
Many things are 50, 60, 70, 80% higher than they were just a few years ago. This has been a disaster for people, for the middle class, but for every class. On top of that, we have millions of people pouring into our country.
Damn. You guys are retarded in that household.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let all the hot, crazy people out.
Jobs that are occupied right now by African Americans and Hispanics, and also unions. Unions are going to be affected very soon. And you see what's happening. You see what's happening with towns throughout the United States. You look at Springfield, Ohio. You look at Aurora in Colorado. They are taking over the towns. They're taking over.
Yeah, they are, and they're eating dogs.
People that she and Biden led into our country, and they're destroying our country. They're dangerous. They're at the highest level of criminality.
Yep, they got
Yeah,
crack.
but you guys like those criminal immigrants.
Did you hear Jelly Roll's statement on fentanyl compared to crack and everything else that's been on the streets? Heroin? I mean, well, not heroin, but you know.
Oh, Chris.
Oh no.
Talk about what Donald Trump left us.
Donald Trump left me with bank.
The worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst public health.
There was COVID, like what?
In a century.
How does he control a virus?
Because he is the virus. He's Satan.
Nah.
Yeah.
That old man that's our president. He can barely speak. He can barely put sentences together.
Yeah, but he's... No, he can.
A bunch of grievances and name calling.
Yup, he's a big baby.
Tonight is a detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected again.
Word.
I believe very strongly that the American people want a president who understands the importance of bringing
president.
so much more in common than what separates.
He just
That
ain't.
bitch is
I mean,
retarded.
that bitch is so much smarter than him. It's crazy.
President Trump will give you a minute to respond.
That bitch is retarded.
As you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do.
He's so dumb.
2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. Don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it. This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas. I guess some good, some bad. But it makes no difference. I have nothing to do. Everybody
Nothing to do. He has nothing to do. He's gonna play golf in Mar-a-Lago.
substantially and create a great economy like I did before.
He's so high
The greatest economy. We got
on cocaine and 12-year-old
The
girls
greatest
still
economy
growing on Jeffrey
you've
Epstein's
ever seen.
island.
100 million people died.
I am Trump. I am the king. Trumpito.
They should have shot that nigger in the nose.
It was higher than it was before the pandemic came in. Nobody's ever seen anything like it.
You're a
We made
bitch.
ventilators for the entire world. We got gowns, we got masks, we did things.
He just mad Kamala won't give him no head.
People give me credit for rebuilding the military. They give me credit for a lot of things, but not enough credit for the great job we did with the pandemic.
It's a great job, but, you know.
Bounce back jobs. These were jobs bounced back, and it bounced back, and it went to their benefit. But I was
All
the one that
benefits.
created them. They know it, and so does everybody.
You're a bitch.
They know it.
So, Donald Trump has no plan for you.
No plan.
And when you look at
He just wants to golf and be able to party with his friends.
breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity
You're a bitch.
And all them government pussies that he can just grab them
plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs
right by the back end of
is
them.
that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse, mine would strengthen the economy.
Shit, hookers and hoes or dollars and bows?
Would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation. and by the
It's
way,
worse than what a child would make.
fight a recession. You just have to look at where we are and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
They will build the wall and pay for it too.
School of Finance, and many of those professors, the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan. It's a great plan. It's a plan that's going to bring up our
It's not a plan.
value as a country. It's going
It's
to
a
make
vision.
people want to be able to go to work, create jobs, and create a lot of good, solid money for our country.
Solid
Just to
money.
finish off, she doesn't have a plan.
Solid gold. Gold member.
Sentences.
Pamela.
Run, spot, run.
Pamela. Pamela.
Mama Kamala. Mama Kamala.
Mr. President,
I can hear Indians and Arabs everywhere saying it.
the Vice President brought up your tariffs. You responded, and let's drill down on this because your plan is what she calls is essentially a national sales tax. Your proposal calls for
Pamela.
Woo!
Pamela.
across the board. You recently said that you might
You're a
consider
bitch.
proposing tariffs up to 20% on goods coming into this country. As you know, many economists say that with tariffs at that
Economists.
costs are then passed on to the consumer. Vice President Harris has argued it'll mean higher
Harris
costs
is
on
hairy.
food, clothing, medication, arguing it costs a typical family nearly $4,000 a year. Do you believe Americans can
You ever
afford
seen that
higher
bitch
prices
naked?
because of tariffs?
They're not going to have higher prices. What's going to have, and who's going to have higher prices is China.
She got an angry
The
pussy.
countries that have been ripping us off for years. I was the only president ever. China was paying us hundreds of billions of dollars.
No, they weren't. We would have been out of debt. This nigger is so dumb.
They should have immediately cut the tariffs, but those tariffs are there 3.5 years
China.
under their administration.
He's on crack.
We have taken billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars.
Billions,
No
huh?
inflation, virtually no inflation.
Good point.
They have the highest inflation perhaps in the history of our country because I've
Really?
never seen a worse period of time. People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else. The people of our country are absolutely dying with what they've done. They've destroyed the economy. And all you have to do is look at a poll. The polls say 80 and 85 and even 90% that the Trump economy was great, that their economy was terrible.
Suck my dick and asshole.
The Biden administration did keep a number of the Trump tariffs in place.
I'm good.
So how do you respond?
Well, let's be clear that
Suck on the hole and hum on the bells and lick on the shaft.
ever seen in the history of America. He invited trade wars. You want to talk about his deal with China? What he ended up doing is under Donald Trump's presidency, he ended up selling American chips to China to help them improve and modernize their military.
He fucking sold.
Sold us out when a policy about China should be in making sure the United States of America wins the competition for the 21st century.
What's she talking
which
about?
means focusing
She's talking about crack money.
of what that requires, focusing on relationships with our allies, focusing on investing in American
And how to make more crack.
so that we win the race on AI and quantum computing.
Well, crackhead.
Focusing on what we need to do to support America.
We're gonna have
so that we don't
all the rednecks go down there to Mexico and make the Mexicans work like we did the blacks.
Let's talk about this.
And they're gonna build the wall. And they're gonna pay for it and they're gonna keep it upbeat. If they don't like it, we'll beat them and take their women even more than we have. Because we are the Proud Boys.
Yeah, man.
First of all, they bought the chips from Taiwan. We hardly make chips anymore.
Taiwan.
Philosophies like they have.
China.
Policies like they have. I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything.
Yeah, he's got her talking with no mic on.
Years ago is out the window. She's gone to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy. But if she ever got elected, she'd change it. And it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor in economics.
Earring. She has a headphone in her ear. That pearl earring is a headphone.
How you know?
Just look it up on Google. Pearl earring headphone. They exposed her. She had people telling her what to say. She can't even think for herself.
Is she retarded?
Yeah.
You're dumb. You're so fucking dumb, dude. They're gonna start any rumor, bro. Like, what?
Look up the earring.
You think it is, huh?
They have, and she has destroyed our country with policy that's insane. Almost policy that could say they have to hate our country. President Trump.
Yeah. He would say. He would say. Look, I don't give a fuck about none of them, bro. I think they all suck.
Then last month, you said that your administration would be great for women and their reproductive rights. In the home state of Florida, you surprised many with regard to your 6-week abortion ban because you initially had said that it was too short. And you said, quote, I'm going to be voting that we need more than 6 weeks. But then the very next day, you reversed course and said you were to support the 6-week ban. Vice President Harris says that women shouldn't trust you on the issue of abortion because you've changed your position so many times. Therefore, why should they?
China.
Because the plan is, as you know, the vote is, they have.
I got a triple-double, bitch.
Did you?
They even have, and you can look at
Yes,
the previous governor of West Virginia, not the current governor, who's doing an excellent
Title
job.
and fuck.
But the governor before, he said the baby will be born, and we will decide what to do with the baby. In other words, we'll execute the baby. And that's why I did that.
Oh.
Because they're radical. The Democrats are radical in that. And her vice presidential pick, which I think was a horrible pick, by the way, for our country, because he is really out of it. But her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine. He also says execution after birth. It's execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born is okay. And that's not okay with me. Hence the vote. What I did is something for 52 years have been trying to get Roe v. Wade into the states. And through the genius and heart in strength. There are 6 Supreme Court justices. We were able to do that, but I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. I believe strongly in it. Ronald Reagan did also. 85% of Republicans did exceptions. Very important. But we were able to get it, and now states are voting on it. And for the first time, you're going to see, look, this is an issue that's torn our country apart for 52 years. Every legal scholar, every Democrat, every Republican, liberal, conservative, they all wanted this issue to be brought back to the states where the people could vote. And that's what happened. Now, Ohio, the vote was somewhat liberal. Kansas, the vote was somewhat liberal, much more liberal than people would have thought. But each individual state is voting. It's the vote of the people now. It's not tied up in the federal government. I did a great service in doing it. It took courage to do it. And the Supreme Court had great
China.
And I give tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
What are you fucking dumb?
China.
Well, as I said, you're going to hear a bunch of lies, and that's not actually a surprising fact. Let's understand how we got here. Donald Trump hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court.
Donald Trump.
They would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade.
Donald
Trump.
And now in over 20 states.
That'll make your blood run cold!
For a doctor or nurse to provide health care in one state, it provides prison for life. The Trump abortion act makes no exception even for rape and incest, which understand what that means.
He just said different, though.
Crime of violation to their body does not have the right to make a decision about what happens to their body next. That is immoral. And one does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government and Donald Trump certainly should not be telling a woman what to do with her body. I have talked with women around our country. You want to talk about this is what people wanted? Pregnant women who want to carry a pregnancy to term, suffering from a miscarriage, being denied care in an emergency room because the healthcare providers are afraid they might go to jail, and she's bleeding out in a car in the parking lot. She didn't want that. Her husband didn't want that. A 12 or 13-year-old survivor of incest being forced to carry a pregnancy to term. They don't want that. And
They don't want.
Yo, that bitch is fucking retarded, bro.
To put back in place the protections of Roe v. Wade as President of the United States, proudly sign it into law. But understand, if Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban. Understand, in his Project 2025, there would be a national abortion, a monitor that would be monitoring your pregnancies, your miscarriages. I think the American people believe that certain
She was cooking too. She was.
decisions about one's own body.
Thank you, Vice President Harris.
Well, there she goes again. It's a lie. I'm not signing a ban, and there's no reason to sign a ban because we've gotten what everybody wanted. Democrats, Republicans, and everybody else, and every legal scholar wanted it to be brought back into the states. And the states are voting, and it may take a little time, but for 52 years, this issue has torn our country apart. And they wanted it back in the states. And I did something that nobody thought was possible. The states are now voting. What she says is an absolute lie. And as far as the abortion ban, no, I'm not in favor of the abortion ban, but it doesn't matter because this issue has now been taken over by the states.
Would you veto a national abortion ban if it
Well, I won't have to because, again, two things. Number one, she said she'll go back to Congress. She'll never get the vote. It's impossible for her to get the vote. That's
Impossible.
50-50. Essentially,
I mean, it's literally fucking impossible.
She can't get the vote. She won't even come close to it. So it's just you know what it reminds me of when they said they're going to get student loans terminated, and it ended up being a total catastrophe.
Exactly, man. Everybody was in there smoking crack.
I think probably her boss, if you call him a boss, he spends all his time on the beach.
Fucking Jeffrey Epstein 12-year-olds on that fucking island. Him and Snoop Dogg and Bill Clinton and Kid Rock and all them other motherfuckers, man.
Oh, man. And how unfair that would have been part of the reason they lost to millions and millions of
12-year-old pussy on Jeffrey Epstein's island, y'all. Crack cocaine.
It's the same way that they talked about that they talk about abortion.
But if I could just get a yes or no, because your running mate, J.D. Vance, has said that you would veto it if it did come to your desk.
You're a dumb motherfucker, you know that?
J.D., in all fairness, J.D., and I don't mind if he has a certain view, but I think he's speaking for me.
The view.
I really didn't. Look, we don't have to discuss it because she'd never be able to get it, just like she couldn't get student loans. They couldn't get student loans.
They couldn't get nothing over there, man.
They taunted young people and a lot of other people that had loans. They can never get this approved. So it doesn't matter what she says about going to Congress. So wonderful. Let's go to Congress. Do it. But the fact is that for years they wanted to get it out of Congress and out of the federal government. And we did something that everybody said couldn't be done. And now you have a vote of the people on abortion.
Vice President Harris,
look, man.
to respond, but I do want to ask,
before it was just a choice, man. That's why they're even saying anything. You could do it or you couldn't do it. The fuck?
And as you rightly mentioned, nowhere in America is a woman carrying a pregnancy to term and in asking for an abortion. That is not happening. It's insulting to the women of America. And understand what has been happening under Donald Trump's abortion ban.
No, there is certain times you shouldn't be able to abort the baby, bro. Like he said, 9 months old or right after birth type shit. And like, no, nigga, no. You're fucking strange. You should be put in prison type shit. No. At that point, you have the fucking baby, bitch, and you fucking give it up for adoption. Like, no, bro, because that's just murder. That's being cruel type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Another state to get on a plane sitting next to strangers to go and get the health care she needs. Barely can afford to do it, and what you are putting her through is unconscionable. And the
you're kind of retarded, Goop, so I don't know.
The majority of Americans
not even looking at her, bro.
woman's right to make decisions about her own life. And that
he ain't high right now.
In every state where this issue has been on the ballot and
he was sober.
The people of America
sober Trump.
Vice President,
excuse me, I have to respond.
He came in there balling.
Another lie. It's another lie. I have been a leader on IVF, which is fertilization.
But it's still fuck NATO.
I have been a leader. In fact, when they got a very negative decision on IVF from the Alabama courts, I saw the people of Alabama.
My asshole was on that same porn page.
I've been a leader on it. They know that, and everybody else knows it. I have been a leader on fertilization, IVF. And the other thing, you should ask, will she allow abortion in the 8th month, 9th month, 7th month? Okay, would you do that? Why don't you ask her that question?
Why don't you answer the question? Would you
because under Roe v. Wade,
here we go.
You could do abortions in the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th month, and probably after birth. Just look at the former governor of Virginia. The governor of Virginia said we put the baby in and then we determine what we want to do with the baby.
We're going to turn now to immigration and border security. We know it's an issue that's important to Republicans, Democrats, voters across the board in this country. Vice President Harris, you were tasked by President Biden getting to the
baby balls
of migration from Central America. We know that illegal border crossings reached a record high in the Biden administration. This past June, President
Suck
Biden
on my baby balls,
significantly. But my question to you tonight is, why did the administration wait until 6 months before the election? And would you have done anything differently from President Biden on this?
So I'm the only person on this stage who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs, and
that's the fucking news, David.
And let me say that the United States
and she looks more like a dyke than Trump.
Conservative members of the United States Senate came up with a border security bill, which I supported. And that bill would have put 1,500 more border agents on the border to help those
not even my
folks
child.
who are working there right now overtime trying to do their job. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States.
Stem it so there's more of it.
Tonight who have been personally affected by the surge of fentanyl in our country. That bill would have put more resources to allow us to prosecute transnational criminal organizations for trafficking in guns.
Send it to me.
But you know what happened to that bill? Donald Trump got on the phone, called up some folks in Congress and said, kill the bill. And you know why?
Kill Bill.
Because he'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem.
That's a
Fix
good
it.
one.
And understand,
That's a
this
good one.
Fix it,
comes
Bob.
at a time where the people of our country actually need a leader who engages in
leader.
solutions, who actually addresses the problems at hand. But what
I have
we
problems.
have in the former president is someone who would prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem.
All up in my
And I'll tell
hands.
you something, he's going to talk about immigration a lot tonight, even when it's not the subject that is being raised. And I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend
Unusual,
one of Donald
huh?
Trump's rallies.
Let's do it.
Because it's a really interesting thing to watch.
What's that?
You will see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, he was.
He will talk about windmills cause cancer.
Yeah, he did.
And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies.
Hello, motherfucker.
Exhaustion and boredom.
God.
And I will tell you, the one thing you will not hear him talk about is you.
Ogre
You will not
shields,
hear him talk about
Bergon
your
mitts,
needs, your
Titan
desires,
belts.
and your desires.
Oh my
And
god, what
I'll
are
tell
them
you, I
items?
believe you deserve a president who actually puts you first, and I pledge to you that I will.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump, on that point, I want to get
Look at this
your
ogre
response.
shield.
Let me just ask
What?
you, why did you try to kill that bill, and successfully so?
killed
That would have
Bill.
put thousands of additional agents and officers on the board.
First, let me respond to the
Yeah.
rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason
No,
to
no.
go. And the people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there. And
Wow.
showing them in a different light. So she can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. One of the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics.
All the rallies.
That's because people want to take their country back. Our country is being lost. We're a failing nation. And it happened 3.5 years ago. And what's going on here, you're going to end up in World War III, just to go into another subject. What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people.
Oh,
that live.
shit.
And this is
going all the way
in our country, and it's a shame. As far as rallies are concerned,
Oh, shit.
the reason they go is they like what I say. They want to bring our country back. They want to make America great again. It's very
This is a
simple
high
phrase.
ass nigga.
Make America great again. She's destroying
They're
this
eating
country.
the dogs.
This country doesn't have a chance of success. Not only success, we'll end
Oh
up
my god!
on steroids.
I just want to clarify here, you bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to
He got
There
so
have been no
tight.
credible reports of
He
specific
just
claims of
was
physical
like,
harm, injury,
it's Springfield, Ohio. They're eating the dogs.
These people on television. The people on television.
I'm done.
And used for food, so maybe
He's still talking
that's a
about
good thing
it.
to say for a city manager.
What's even worse, David, is they're turning them dogs into dog food for other dogs,
Again,
so they can keep feeding their dog cannibalism.
Harris, I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
We'll find
This is, I think, one of the reasons why in this election I actually have the endorsement of 200 who have formerly worked with President Bush, Mitt Romney, and John McCain, including the
I'm
endorsement
fucking
of
done.
former Vice President Dick Cheney and Congress member Liz Cheney. And if you
I'm fucking done.
the inside track on who the former president
I'm crying.
is, if he didn't make it clear already, just ask people who have worked with him. His former chief of staff, a 4-star general, has said he has contempt for the Constitution of the United States.
Oh my
His former
god.
national security advisor has said he is dangerous and unfit. His former Secretary of Defense has said the nation, the Republic, would never survive another Trump term. And when we listen to this kind of rhetoric, when the issues that affect the American people are not being addressed, I think the choice is clear in this election.
President Trump, I'll give you a quick minute to respond.
They're eating the
Thank you,
dogs,
because
David.
when I hear that, see, I'm a different kind of person.
Oh my
I
god.
fired most of those people.
I fired them.
Not so graciously. They did bad things or a bad job. I fired them. They never fired
Wow.
one person. They didn't fire anybody having to do with Afghanistan and the Taliban and the 13 people were just killed, viciously and violently killed, and I got to know the parents and the family. They didn't fire. They should have fired all those generals, all those top people, because that was one of the most incompetently handled situations anybody has ever seen. So when somebody does a bad job, I'd fire him. Yeah, you take a guy like Esper. He was no good. I fired him, so he writes a book. Another one writes a book, because with me they can write books. With nobody else can they? But they have done such a poor job, and they never fire anybody. Look at the economy. Look at the inflation.
Oh, Trump, you idiot! You just made me fuck up. You big retard. Oh my God.
But just to finish, I got more votes than any Republican in history by far. Oh no. In fact, I got more votes than any president, sitting president in history by far.
Wow. This shit's fucking insane. But they rigged the election?
Immigration is what you wanted to talk about earlier, so let's get back to your deportation proposal that the vice president has reacted to as well. President Trump called this the largest domestic deportation operation in the history of our country. You say you would use the National Guard. You say if things get out of control, you have no problem using the U.S. military. You also said you would use local police. How would you deport 11 million undocumented immigrants? I know you believe that number is much higher. Take us through this. What does this look like? Will authorities be going door to door in this country?
Yeah. It is much higher because of them. They allowed criminals, many millions of criminals. They allowed terrorists. They allowed common street criminals. They allowed people to come in, drug dealers, to come into our country, and they're now in the United States and told by their countries like Venezuela, don't ever come back or we're going to kill you. Do you know that crime in Venezuela and crime in countries all over the world is way down? You know why? Because they've taken their criminals off the street and they've given them to her to put into our country. And this will be one of the greatest mistakes in history for them to allow. And I think they probably did it because they think they're going to get votes. But it's not worth it because they're destroying the fabric of our country by what they've done. There's never been anything done like this at all. They've destroyed the fabric of our country. Through the roof. Here we go! Crime in this country is through the roof. And here's the
Not bad at all.
The FBI says overall violent crime is actually coming down in this country. But
excuse me, the FBI they were defrauding statements. They didn't include the worst cities. They didn't include the cities with the worst crime. It was a fraud. Just like their number of 818,000 jobs that they said they created turned out to be a fraud.
3v1?
Well, I think this is so rich. Coming from someone who has been prosecuted for national security crimes, economic crimes, election interference, has been found liable for sexual assault, and his next big court appearance is in November at his own criminal sentencing.
Whoa!
Let's be clear where each person stands on the issue of what is important about respect for the rule of law and respect for law enforcement.
Trump is cooked. He's gonna be in there with Bill Cosby and Hannibal Lecter and R. Kelly and motherfucking Venom. He's gonna be in there with a lot of fucked up people, man.
Let's talk about what is important in this race. It is important that we move forward, that we turn the page on this same old tired rhetoric.
Fuck, man. You better have commissary, bro. That's an angry baby when he's hungry.
About the housing shortage, which I have a plan for. Address what we must do to support our small businesses. Address bringing down the price of groceries. But frankly, the American people are exhausted with the same old tired playbook.
Vice President Harris,
excuse me, every one of those cases was started by them against their political opponent. And I'm winning most of them, and I will win the rest on appeal. And you saw that with
do some research, bro. Do some research. Look up the best running backs that are going up against trash defenses.
Who do we play?
And look up the best quarterbacks.
Who do we play?
I'm trying to do a parlay. We could do a money line parlay, like just who's gonna win, and we could do like.
You're gonna give me a cut if I help you actually win.
Huh?
You're gonna give me a cut if I hope you win. All right. Well, first I'm looking at my team. What's my cut? What's the parlay?
Oh, no, I'm about to go downstairs. I'm gonna take this dog. I'll be back.
No. Who did Detroit play? Who does Detroit play next?
The Lions will play the Buccaneers tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Okay. Detroit Lion and Buccaneer matchups.
The Lions will play the Buccaneers tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Fuck me.
Takes the snap, turns, gives to Montgomery, right side. Touchdown, Detroit! Oh, this game is over! Pack it up, boys! We're going home!
Welcome to week 2 of the NFL season. Lions have another rematch of the playoffs against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm really happy to welcome in Eric Woodyard. Does a great job with ESPN covering the Detroit Lions. Eric, before we start though, I have to give a shout out to my son, Connor Twentyman, turned 17 this week. And your son, Ethan, you bring him around. He comes around during training camp and stuff. How old's Ethan? 10. Now, I was a travel hockey dad, travel baseball dad. He's a pretty good basketball player, isn't he?
Basketball, he just started football, so yeah, shout out to Connor, happy birthday. But yeah, my son, man, he doing all types of stuff. Every day I feel like I'm ripping and running. This morning, same thing, I took him to school, we had practice last night, practice today, so it's
10, that's a fun age, man. Yeah, that's when they're starting to kind of get into their own, right?
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, let's get into this matchup, because it's a good one. And look, you had a great statistic about just how difficult this Lions schedule was to start. Obviously, you had the week 1 rematch of the wild card playoffs with Rams, get an overtime win there. Now you run it right back. You get a division round rematch against the Bucs. You had a crazy
day. Yeah, so I was doing my research, and I definitely, it's kind of rare for teams to have these early playoff rematches, to start the season. So obviously the Rams, week 1, you come back with Tampa Bay. It's only been...
We're going to get at least 2 picks on Baker Mayfield, bro.
That have had, ran it back from the previous 2 playoff rematches, and all 3 of those teams reached the Super Bowl. So you look at 2007, the Patriots, they lost in the Super Bowl. But before that, the 1984 49ers, they won the Super Bowl. And the 1966 Packers, they won the Super Bowl. So this is rare territory, for them to come back and run it back. So, I mean, I know it's been Super Bowl, and Dan Campbell and the players trying to get away from it, but it's so much Super Bowl. Yeah, those type of stuff. I mean, it's hard to overlook stuff like that when you're looking into that. So, that's kind of rare.
It was a big win week 1. Obviously, overtime, tough opponent. That's a team I think that you're going to see when it's all said and done, the NFC fighting for a playoff spot, and that's critical when it comes to tiebreakers and matchups. You get another one this week. Let's get into 3 big keys about this week's matchup. First, to me, I thought Baker Mayfield and that offense looked terrific. That passing game was great. Baker, I think, was 24 of 30, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 140.3 passer rating. And it's a first-year new offensive coordinator, Liam Cohen there. And just what did you see from that performance, and what does Detroit have to do to try to limit that kind of explosiveness?
So, funny story. I mean, Baker, I picked him up late on my fantasy team, so I was watching that relatively closely when he was doing it. I got a lot of points off that, so shout out to Baker for first week, let me get that win. But yeah, so I mean, I thought it was cool. He got a lot of different targets over there. That's a high-power offense over there. You look at what Rashad White was able to do, 75 receiving yards. Chris Godwin, you know, Jalen McMillan, Mike Evans, all those guys were able to, you know, really shine in that first game. So I think the Lions, they really have to be disciplined. They need smart play from Carlton Davis. We know Carlton Davis got experience over there. 6 seasons.
Yeah.
He know those guys. So I think that's somewhat of an advantage. You know, having 6 years under his belt to play with them. And then we need Terry Arnold, you know, those guys to step up. You know, be a little more disciplined. I thought he was up and down in that first week, but I think a little more consistent play from him. Also, you know, you look at the safeties, Kirby Joseph, Ryan Branch, I think they're going to play a big role in this game. So I think they need guys to be more consistent, a little more disciplined. And I think from there on, I think, you know, just cleaning up a little bit of that play. That was really the offseason. What they really wanted to clean up was that secondary. So you need stronger play from those guys. It's going to be a big challenge.
And that was week 1, right? We always see sloppier play, a little bit more inconsistent play with week 1, especially when you couple the fact that those guys hadn't played a lot of time in training camp. I mean, those guys were injured at different points and didn't get a whole lot of time. And now you're dealing with the environment there and the turned up Lions fans and the noise and communication. So I would expect that to be much better. You look at that performance, and obviously Matthew threw for over 300 yards, had a lot of success, but when you look at Davis and Arnold specifically, they targeted Davis 13 times, completed 9 for 114 yards, but 63 of those was a short catch and run that he slipped on. The 9-yard touchdown pass to Cooper Kupp, another play he slipped on. Terry Arnold threw him 10 times, completed 8. One of those really nice routes by Cooper Kupp at 21 yards. Arnold was a really good route. I think when it's all said and done, the Lions will take that, right? You know, and so
that's yeah, you got you. Yeah.
But this matchup's a little bit different. I mean, those guys, especially Mike Evans on the outside, it's a different. Cooper Kupp is kind of that precision guy, that route runner, that guy's always in the right spot. Mike Evans is the guy. I thought Baker Mayfield said it best this week. He said, if it's 50-50, it's not really 50-50. I like Mr. Evans on that one, and he's right. I mean, that is such a weapon.
Yeah, definitely a big weapon. I mean, like you said, you got to have guys that be disciplined. I think they were a little rusty, though, in that first game, just going back to your point. And I asked a couple of guys that after the first game for the Lions. I think you have to factor that in. No preseason experience, like you said, injuries. So I think, like you said, it has to be cleaned up a little more, right? I mean, definitely, when you get that time off, I don't think they're going to, like Dan Campbell was saying, not use them for the preseason to win more. That's not like excuse. I don't think that. You have to factor that as well. You're throwing them right in the deep end, especially these guys with money. I expect to see better all the way along. Week 2, and I think one big part to get our second piece for that is, how do they get Amon-Ra St. Brown more involved? Man, I can imagine. Anybody who's been around this guy, I know he was extremely pissed. His dad, I talked to his dad. They might be over there getting complacent because they got the balls around the city. I don't think his family's tolerating that. I don't think he's tolerating that. You know, the guy with 6 targets, 3 receptions, 13 yards. That's not going to happen again. No. I mean, that's just not. It's typical. And I think this defense is tailored for him to get off. I mean, you look at what he was able to do last year when they played him in the playoffs. He had a touchdown. The game before that, they saw him week 6. 12 receptions. For the second most of the time, in his career. So I think this is the game to get him back on track. And I think, they were trying to get him involved. I think it was just a mix of, them with the coverage, and I think it was just a mix of just things falling apart a little bit. Jared Goff said after the game, he was like, he didn't feel like they were doing anything in particular to take him out of it. But I think, he's a focal point now. Obviously, it was a big game, and I think it was just a quiet night. J-Mo got off with so many different weapons, so I don't think anybody expected him to have that type of game again. And I think you look at the success that he did last year against this Buccaneers team, I don't really see him really falling off at all. If anything, he's probably pissed off this week.
And one of the big storylines this week coming out of Tampa Bay is the issues that they're having at cornerback and safety, some of the injuries they have there. Bryce Hall going to IR. Zion McCollum had a concussion left in the game. Josh Hayes, their number 1 backup, has an ankle injury. And then Antoine Winfield was in a boot after that game. So, I mean, that's the chunk of your secondary. They've had to sign, an undrafted guy this week, and that's very much in flux. And I think that's advantage Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff, this passing attack at home. I would expect to see a much bigger performance from St. Brown this week.
So, man, that guy's one of the most disciplined, motivated guys, and any little thing he's looking at. So I know he's licking his chops to try to get back out there.
You gotta say Brown on your fantasy team?
No, you
can't say
this week. No, I ain't Baker though, so.
All right.
No, I don't got it in this.
All right, let's get into our third big key, and one that I think we're both excited to see is what kind of impact can DJ Reader have? Because if you watch that Rams game, you have to be excited about the way that front minus DJ Reader got after Matthew Stafford. Not a ton of sacks too, but they hit him 12 times. He was on the
yeah,
run.
they were going crazy.
He was pressured all game, and now you add a guy like DJ Reader.
Baker's gonna get fucked up.
I'm smiling. I know Dan Campbell's smiling downstairs. What do you expect from him?
Man, I think he's gonna come in. I don't think there's no pressure on him. I think he's gonna come in and find his way, really help that interior defense out. I mean, I talked to him before the season started as he was trying to get in the loop of everything. And he was saying, yeah, he doesn't feel there's any pressure. He's just gonna come in and be an impact player. He's not relied upon to get crazy amount of stats or anything like that. He's just going to come in and be consistent, veteran presence. You got Levi, you got William McNeil, and I think they're super excited to play with this veteran. He's been a part of a turnaround as well already before coming from, the Bengals team, and I think that type of stuff like that is, invaluable. So I think he brings that as well as his production. So I expect him to really help that interior defense.
And you mentioned Levi, and I thought he had a terrific week 1 game, but now when you put DJ into that mix, and Marcus Davenport I thought had a great game, now there's not only talent, but there's a depth along that defensive front, and that's important when you talk about 17 games, 18 weeks. You're going to need those guys, and now they can run guys in and out. They can keep guys fresh. That hasn't always been the case here. You've had these studs you got 5, 6 guys out there, make plays for you and compete. You can shut the guys and I think that's huge. Just from a rushing perspective, you can't 30 rushes, 100 yards, 2.7 average. Not bad, okay. I think the lead field and DJ Reader are two top 10 run stuffers in the league next to each other. I just want to see how that works together. Just all that beef right there. I mean, that's just bringing the beef.
Yeah, McNeil. I mean, he was saying they want to be violent. That's what this defense want to be known as. So you add him into that. This defense is violent. It's mean. It's angry. And I think you adding a guy like DJ Reader only makes it even better.
And I think it's going to allow guys like Alexander Loney to fly around. Saw him 13 tackles, 3 tackles for loss last week. Just everything is going to, I think, open up for the guys behind them. It's going to be a much faster pace. I think more playmaking with that Detroit defense with him in the center there, because he's going to take double teams, and so is Hutch. And so now you get Marcus Davenport one-on-one, you get Neal one-on-one. Just as an offensive line, what do you do? How do you attack it? I think that's the fun thing if you're a Detroit Lions fan.
Yeah, man, this team is revamped, especially defensively in that area, particularly we talk about secondary. Once they all put it together, get time to play, and take the rest, we haven't even saw how as long as they stay healthy, the rest of the team. Really small window that we saw this first week, so it's a lot of excitement with that defense.
So you're excited Lions fans here, I know, because it's a great atmosphere. Week 1, it's going to be a great atmosphere here, a tough opponent. If you can come away, I think, with 2 wins off 2 playoff caliber teams, have those tiebreakers, I think that's huge for this team. Those were the 3 keys to Sunday's game. He is Eric, who does a great job with ESPN. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to the 20 in the Huddle podcast. Very happy to welcome Brent Ragnow, All-Pro Center for the Detroit Lions, brand new father. I saw that piece on ABC. How fun was that to be a part of, and just how is fatherhood changing, Frank?
Yeah, it was really cool. I think the coolest part to me was to be able to highlight my wife, because she's incredible and does a lot for our family, and I'm extremely blessed. But it's been it's amazing. It's such a huge change of my perspective on everything in life. I feel like it's calling me. I really realize what matters. Football is just football to me now, and I feel like it's made me a better person, father, or husband. He's just been such a blessing.
Yeah, I saw him at training camp a couple times. How old is he now? He's
just turned 13 months.
Just 13 months. So he's starting to be on the move now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's a tough time. Okay, I'll age myself here, Frank. You know how crazy it is? And my advice to you is take in every day. Mine turns 17.
Yes.
That is crazy, man.
It feels like it's flying
13 months is flown by, haven't it?
Yeah.
How cool is it to be in a room there too? And that piece highlighted on ABC, if you haven't seen it, it's a great one. It gets all 5 of you guys who are now dads together, but just to have that community within that offensive line group, and just have guys that are in submit spots, wives that are in you guys highlighted that too. It feels like family in that room. It always has been, but especially now, doesn't it?
For sure, it's a blessing to be able to lean on these guys, ask the advice of Renee, Graham, Taylor, Kevin, like to hear what they have to say. And they've already been through it, and we all are going through a lot of the same things, so we're able to relate and have a good conversation about it all.
All right, let's get to football. How rewarding was that overtime drive for you? I mean, you guys pride yourself on playing big boy ball at offensive line. You have for years, but that was the true definition of it right there. I mean, 6 rushes, 60 yards, went right down the field, threw it one time for 10 yards, but that was a big boy ball. How impressive was that?
Yeah, it felt good. Would have liked to get that going a little bit earlier in the game, but we were able to make it happen. You definitely felt like David was hit a different level there, and it was pretty special to be a part of that. I feel like the whole offense kind of fueled off him as he kept going, and then we just tried to execute and do our job and do what we needed to do.
How much do you guys appreciate having a running back like that back? I mean, they talk all the time about the kind of thunder and lightning, but David really can be that thunder, but there's a little lightning in there
for
too.
Sure.
He's kind of that mixed guy, but when he gets going, man, he is really tough to tackle. Buckeyes bounce off him, and he's just a guy that can run between the tackles and make big plays. How nice is it to have a guy like that run behind you?
Yeah, he's relentless, and to know that he's one cut away or running over one guy away from making a big one, it definitely motivates you more to finish your block a little bit harder for a few more seconds and see what happens, and he showed it.
You guys gonna get that going first quarter this week? We're gonna laugh.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
You know, and I wrote after the game that the good teams in this league find a way to win when they don't play their best football. Is that one of the takeaways that you can take from last week? And especially offensively, I don't think we've seen this offense be explosive, one of the best in the league. You weren't quite there last week, especially in the passing game, but week one's kind of the unknown. Is that the one takeaway there, that, hey, we're a good football team, we still find a way to win even though we don't play our best football?
That's the good takeaway. That's what you have to take away from it. You also have to be hard on yourself. Your heart's just critic. See where we went wrong and fix all that stuff and not forget about that in the win. But yeah, the good takeaway is good teams find a way to win ugly, and I feel like we did play some complementary football with offense, defense, and special teams, so that's a good sign.
What was the biggest disappointment for you after watching the tape Monday? What's one area you'd like to see this offense maybe clean up, especially heading into a Bucs game on Sunday?
I'd just say operation, we could definitely be cleaner, whether it's false starts or whatnot, and how we're at the tempo in and out of the huddle and all that stuff. Like, that really can stress out a defense if you're really on your P's and Q's there.
What about Kevin Zeitler? You got your first chance kind of playing, next to him. How has he worked into that mix? Obviously an experienced player, played for a terrific team in Baltimore. How has he fit into that mix? How do you like that setup there along the right side with you, him, and obviously Panay?
Yeah, he's a strong guard, and does a great job on double teams. Him and Panay had a couple of them this week that were pretty good.
Talk about this challenge this week with the Bucs. I mean, that's a defense that is going to come for you a lot of different ways. I think they run pretty much every single defense in the book. When you look through the course of a game, just how difficult the task this week. What's the main focus heading into Sunday?
Yeah, Coach Bowles is going to really stress you out. I think they can run any coverage, any pressure, on a whole lot of fronts, and then you combine that with a lot of talent up front and a lot of guys who've been in that system for a while. So we're going to have our hands full. They do a great job stopping the run. They've always done a great job under him, and then they'll bring a whole boatload of different pressures there. It's going to be real pressures. I'm back to free safety. They're bringing it all, so you got to
when I see the do you take that approach sometimes when you know you got a guy like that who's just going to be on you all game long, who's a giant human being? It's Saturday before the game, you're obviously excited, but you're like, it's going to be such a headache all day.
Grizzly Bear, yeah, it's going to be this. I know I'm going to have my hands full. Extremely large, extremely strong, extremely athletic, very talented player, so gotta bring it every snap.
You look forward to matchups like that. So I know we've talked in the past, like before you're playing the Rams and getting the game down the type. When you get those elite type players, do you look forward to those matchups?
Part of it, yeah. Like there's some parts you're like, not looking forward to that. But like to be able to compete against the best is only gonna bring out your best. I feel like.
Does he rank up there? Do you have like a top 3 like currently playing? I know Aaron Donald retired, so he's probably off that list.
Well,
is there like a list of the top 3 guys that you're like,
like true noses?
Yeah.
Him and Dexter are right up there. Yeah. Those two are like true nose guys. Those are the best.
And you just know every play they're gonna be right across.
Here we go.
Here we go. I love it. Here we go. It was obviously all playoffs last year, but week 1 as well. Is that becoming
parallax? Yeah, I think people realize how special it is and how hard it is
life for the old dog yet.
When your crowd is absurd. Like for me as a center going on the road, and you can't hear yourself, the communication and everything is so much harder, and that really will frazzle an offense. So the louder we can be and we're so loud, it is a huge advantage for us on defense.
That's going to be a crazy environment. I think the Tigers are going on next door. Obviously it's going to be crazy in there. You get another NFC playoff rematch, an important game in the NFC, because at the end, those tiebreakers and things like that are going to matter. It should be a fun one. What's the vibe in the locker room going into this one? What's the feeling?
I think we're excited. We know we're going to have a handful. We know a very talented team on offense and defense, and it's going to be a great test for us.
Well, it should be a really fun game. He is Frank right now, All-Pro Center, one of the best in the business. Thanks for joining the 20 Mile Podcast. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Welcome back to the 20 Minute Huddle Podcast, and I'm very happy to welcome Scott Smith, the senior writer, editor over at Buccaneers.com. He does a great job covering everything Bucs. And Scott, I feel like a little bit of deja vu. I had Jordan Rodriguez from the Rams here last week, and now I've got you. It's like a playoff do-over here to start the regular season.
Yeah, we talked last year, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. Didn't enjoy the outcome of the games all that much. Although that playoff game up in Detroit was a pretty good game. It was high going into the fourth quarter, so disappointed in how it ended, but we certainly felt like we played well.
Well, I have to ask you to start. Obviously, a big win for the Bucs week 1. Really took care of business against Washington. But are you being signed to play cornerback for the Buccaneers this Sunday? Because boy, that was really an issue coming out of that game. Where do you guys stand in terms of the cornerback position and your health in the secondary?
Well, we haven't got our injury report for the day yet, so it's nothing official. But Coach did tell us that Zion McCollum, who was the starter opposite Jamel Dean, and then suffered a concussion, he did practice in a limited fashion today. Coach Bull says he needs to see a lot more before the week is done, and obviously he has to clear the concussion protocol. But there's a chance he'll be back. We had to put Bryce Hall on injured reserve. He's the guy who came in for Zion McCollum because he hurt his ankle, and then the next man in would have been Josh Hayes, the second-year player we drafted last year, but he hurt his ankle on a special teams play. So we were down to no corner. We only had 4 active corners that day. And so one of our second-year safety who played slot corner last year came in to play outside corner, a position he hadn't taken a snap at since he was a sophomore in high school, Christian Hizian. And he actually did a really good job. However, he's probably not going to play there this week because Antoine Winfield Jr. is probably not going to play due to a foot injury, and they want to play Christian Hizian as a safety now, free safety. So that's probably how it'll shake out. We'll see how some of these injuries go. We also have an undrafted rookie they like named Tyreek Thunderbird, and we re-signed a guy who was on our practice squad last year named Keaton Isaac. So we have options there. It's the same thing the coaches always say, next man up. So we'll see how it goes.
There's a lot of moving parts, obviously, there with the secondary going into an important game because, this is obviously 2 teams that faced each other in the playoffs last year, faced each other in the regular season. That Week 6 game was, important for seeding and stuff like that. You don't know where that's going to end up, at the end of the year here with 2 teams that are expected to be in the mix in the playoffs. But, Scott, what was your impression of the win last week against Washington? What was your biggest takeaway from that matchup and that win?
Well, I think it's how efficient and productive the offense was right out of the gate. As you know, shorter preseasons and more teams like we didn't or do are not playing their starters a lot in preseason. Ours only got 1 drive. And so it would have not been surprising for both teams to kind of come out and be a little bit rusty on offense, but the Bucks scored on their first 5 drives, then punted once, and then scored 3 more times before a kneel down. So 7 scores in 8 possessions is pretty darn good, and it was really sort of a nice test run for Liam Cohen and his new offense. And there was a lot to like about it. There was a lot to like about a running game that looks a little bit better, and now has 2 contributors in Rashad White and Bucky Irving, and just. I think the key to me was we were 9 of 13 on 3rd downs, and what Liam Cohen said a lot in the press conferences leading up to the season was he wants this offense, and Baker in particular, to have answers. So when they go out there, and maybe they were thinking they were going to see zone, and then it looks like man, they have the answers for that, or vice versa. And they have a lot of variety of run plays, and I think the answers showed up on 3rd downs. 9 of 13 was the best any team did this weekend.
Yeah, they were really good on 3rd down, and really the passing game in general was really good. Baker Mayfield was efficient. Obviously, Mike Evans is Mike Evans. 10 straight years with the Falcons in receiving yards. He's always an issue. I think that'll be one of the real interesting matchups in this one come Sunday. Is that passing attack, those weapons on the outside against really a very new look Detroit secondary, led by a guy that you guys are pretty familiar with over there, Carlton Davis. Just we saw week 1 what he can do, a veteran guy, but. What did he show you over, 6 years in Tampa Bay? What kind of player is Detroit getting, and how much can maybe that help, maybe both sides, because those are going to be 2 guys very familiar with each other. Mike Evans is going to be familiar with Carlton, vice versa, and how might that dynamic work Sunday as well?
I think that last point is a good one, and it will be interesting to see who that gives the advantage to. Offensive player or defender, I don't know yet, but Carlton really had a nice, I think, 6 years here when he was fully healthy and when he was playing his peak. I think he was a very underrated corner for many of those years. For some stretch, he had a whole lot of pass breakups. I think he led the league over a course of 2-season span at one point, and he was the only guy that we really had in recent years that there were certain games where you would take him and have him shadow one specific receiver, and he did that really well on a couple of occasions. So you guys obviously got a very good player, and you saw that in week 1. The familiarity factor is going to be interesting.
It'll be interesting, too, those veteran receivers. Now, on the other side is Terrion Arnold, a rookie who's only played 1 game, looked pretty good against the Rams, but he'll obviously be tested. That should be one of the fun matchups. And I heard the Baker Mayfield talk, and when the schedule came out, that this was maybe one of those games that some of those guys had circled when the schedule comes out, just because of the way, obviously, last year ended in Detroit in a playoff loss, and now you get to go back there so early this week. And is that one that guys have been looking forward to once the schedule came out, and maybe a little bit of a chance of redemption in Detroit?
Absolutely, definitely, 100%. And just today, Baker Mayfield said, I think another good part of this is that the Buccaneers consider playing Lions a great measuring stick. So you said it earlier, it's early in the season. We don't know how this outcome will affect the playoff series or who wins divisions and so on. But no matter who wins the game, if the Buccaneers feel like they're on an equal footing with the Lions this weekend, especially if they're in that opposite environment, they would consider that a good measuring stick. And that's, I guess I would put it this way. There aren't high national expectations for the Bucs yet again this year, despite 3 straight division titles, and that's pretty much keeping everybody we had last year. There's a lot more, obviously, expectations internally, but beating Washington in the first week after they, pretty much struggled last year and have a rookie quarterback isn't something that gave the national media a whole lot of reason to move us up a power ranking or whatever. Now, if the Buccaneers look like they're on equal footing with the Lions, especially in Detroit, that could change some people's minds.
Well, I can tell you this, Dan Campbell and everybody at the Meyer Performance Center isn't overlooking the Bucs. They know that's a darn good football team. It took everything that they needed to do to beat that team in the division playoffs. Obviously, it came down to the last minute, the last drive there. So, they're certainly not.
Daddy's home.
Yo, Curry just was in here.
Where you at?
Cause you weren't here?
Where he at? When he left?
Just 2 minutes ago, bro. Invite him.
How long he was in here for?
2 seconds. He's like, go up, and he said it like 5 times, and he was like 1, 2, 3, and then he left. I gotta watch this, hold up. Let me get something to eat. Nigga sleeping like a fucking baby. Gonna mix some frosted flakes with some honeycombs. Yo, where's your boy Curry? Yo!
He playing with people.
Honeycombs mixed with frosted flakes, bro. Trying to watch a video to figure out how to do this part in this game.
Witness the power of a true disciple!
Well, I'm glad I got one more cigarette. That after meal cigarette is the best.
In your mouth?
Yo, shut the fuck up. The fuck is your problem, man? Do I gotta kill you?
Yeah, come to New York and do it.
I'll fucking kill you, bitch.
Come to New York.
Bitch.
Fucking do it.
Little bitch.
New York.
I'll kill you, nigga.
No.
Say I won't. Say I won't. When I pull up, nigga, you're gonna be crying like a bitch.
Listen.
You're gonna be crying like a bitch.
Victory will be ours!
Yo, Detroit might lose tomorrow.
No, now you sound dumb, bro. God damn, they're playing Baker Mayfield. Shut the fuck up. You sound stupid, bro. Think before you talk. Make it make sense. Daddy Biden?
Chris Godwin?
Chris Godwin's dick. I found my ore. I found the whore. Oh my god.
Chris Biden? Chris Biden?
Daddy Biden?
Chris Biden?
We're intense.
Should I make my player into Brandon Ingram?
You should make him fat and like 400 pounds at center.
There's a boxing fight on right now.
Make a Shaq build, nigga. Gangnam Style. Oh my god, I should have watched the rest of that fucking video.
Are you sure, laddie? Am I sure, he asks. You bet I am. I steal valuable stuff for a living, remember? This is it. The rarest metal in the world. I wish Mia was here to see this. So this is the ore we were looking for.
Oh my fucking god.
I wonder if this is
Wait. We're one step closer to making that sword. But we still have a way to go. Let's do it. Really?
no boss fight. Is this here you go, or? Okay then, why don't we hop over to a hotel and we'll save there. That's interesting that they didn't have a boss fight for either of them. Okay. Hi. Ooh, the thing about it. Ooh. Yeah. Say, oh man, this is where we met Veronica.
Certainly went down. He takes some time and he puts him down. There it is.
You think he'll kick me from the chat if I call him a chink on his live stream? Yeah, probably would. Damn, man. Missed opportunities.
I'm not gonna go. Wait, why am I bronze? What happened?
Oh, they're playing ranked, nigga. They're getting serious. They're getting fucking serious out here.
What just happened? Oh, that's multiplayer rank play. Holy. I was like, there's no way I just did all that. Bro, that train destroyed me. Destroyed me.
That shit, the Call of Duty looks so clean on the computer, man. I know it is too. I played it for just, man, a couple matches. God damn, it's so much cleaner than PlayStation. Damn, man. Them niggas had him. Them niggas fucking outgunned the fuck out of them, dude.
Dude, I really like these guys. Even though I don't have like a big bowl, I love shooting on them. Chain together would be crazy.
expectations for this game, and it exceeded them. This game's a 10
You
out of 10.
exceeded them, nigga.
I think it's my game of the year. It's been fun. I'm planning on just locking in, locking on, and beating this fucking game. Now I have 31 hours in the game. I've only played this game on stream.
Gangster.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's look and see, and we're gonna take a little bit of an investigation. That'll be tough. You have Erling to do too. I beat him at the beginning of the game. Like, I didn't even understand how to play the game. I beat him. I'm worried about him the least. Yeah, why do a spoiler? What's a spoiler? You think that the main character that you fight at the beginning of the game, like, of course you're gonna fight him. Like, that's not a spoiler. Of course that's gonna happen. Why are you showing ads? I've got there's a multi-star character I've got to get. That's one. It's actually, you're the only one that gets ads. Because Twitch said you're a pussy, and so you have to watch ads. That's just the way it is. That's what they said. I thought it was weird, but that's the way. Who knows? I don't get any ads. Yeah, nobody else gets ads. It's only you, bro. But I don't know when that's. Oh, here we go. All right, we're back. All right. So I killed this bitch, and we're gonna get on. All right. Damn, bro, they took this out of Dragon Ball Z.
You got the fucking flying Nimbus.
Really loud? Not yet. Chapter 3? No, it's I'm supposed to do this. People said I'm supposed to do this first. Now, where the hell do I go?
That game looks so fucking awesome, bro.
Maybe I go down to the bottom of this. Anywhere? I go anywhere? Okay. I'm just trying to look around. This area is crazy. Look at this. Who the fuck is that? Hey. What's that sound? Oh.
What the fuck is that thing? A giant cricket.
Hello? No. Wait.
Holy fuck, dude.
What the fuck? I hold E? I thought I did. Where'd he go?
Holy
what in the fuck is going on? Was this an open space? What's over here? Oh shit, there he is. Alright, we're gonna go to him right now.
This game is dope as fuck.
Where's this? Yes. What's up? What's up? I'm holding it. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it this time. I'm not gonna let go. I'm gonna hold it.
Hello, motherfucker.
I'm holding it. I think I keep letting go.
Tame them all. That's fucking
I have
nuts.
to keep holding? Well, this is the hardest boss I have. Why'd they make this shit so complicated?
It's one button.
Like, how am I supposed to know what to do?
The fuck?
Hold 3 times? I just don't know when I'm supposed to hold. Sorry, it's like, it's because the reason why is I keep reading chat. And so I'm looking away, and I think it said it wanted me to do it again. And now I can't even find him. Where's the grasshopper? What's this? What's this?
Hola padres, el nuevo show de Dora ya está aquí. Llega con un nuevo equipo.
Oops. Look at his eyes. Ugh. Ugh. What you want? What do you want? Prepared, yeah, wow. Well, this is my first time. I haven't played the game in like 3 days. It's gonna take me a minute. It's gonna take me a minute. Now I'm back in it. Alright, we're just gonna be in this time. Yep, we're just gonna be. It's gonna be good. I'm not worried about it. 3 days? No, we got it. We got it. Shrine? Doesn't matter. I already got a respawn. Do it. See what happens.
This legendary champion has a face.
do you want? What do you want?
Tube.
What's wrong? It's not brutal, I just play like trash. That's all. I don't know what to do. Like as I said, this I haven't played for like 3 or 4 days, so like I'm trying to get used to it again. Alright, let's get it. Just have to be better. That's easy. Just beat his ass this time. You need the wind tamer? I don't need to tame shit. I don't need to do nothing. I didn't know what the fuck that was gonna be. He didn't do that before. I thought he was staggered. This does a lot of damage. I got no frost resist. I'm gonna have a bit of time on this. Honestly, I really need to stop wasting time. Like, I really just need to kill him and stop fucking around. Like,
it's fucking with me, nigga.
Transform at the end of that one fight. Like, I'm just playing like an idiot. I need to stop this. Something different with him.
Immune these nuts, nigga.
No, I'm a good boy. dude is annoying, bro. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Fucking poison. Fuck. All right. I don't know what the hell he does. What's wrong, pussy? See ya, bitch. That's right.
The glory's mine.
That's right. What a eater he was. Man. God damn. Nope.
Aye, men, aye.
Looking fresh,
with no monkeys around, I'm always toiling away for nothing. Kid, when you step up one day, try not to forget your Uncle Bajia. All I got from Wukong was a nasty job. You should do better than that. Now we're done here. Time to move on.
Okay. Y'all gonna think this sounds stupid, but I underestimated them a little bit more. Clovis Loud Silk Frienders. What is that way? I ain't gonna use this. Wait, that's really good. That's really good. That's a really good item. I'm gonna use this Elden Ring boss that acted like that, it's easy. I know it sounds stupid, but I'm like, oh, this one's gonna be easy. It's like Elden Ring. That was kind of hard. I mean, not like really, but like a bit. Y'all said there was a shrine. I was trying to look and see if there's a fucking shrine. Where's the shrine at? Where's the motherfucking shrine at? Behind you? Behind you where? I'm going back and forth. You blind, bro? Shut up. Shut up, I'm not. It's by the red tree? Oh, the red tree. You mean this one, that one, the other one, or this one? It's here. I see it. I got it. Thank you. Okay, see me on ice. Let's see about it. Okay. So. Tree tour. Let's do a ride down. Ooh, Mind Goblin. I'm gonna just buy this too. I mean, I'm like, I'm in a big, I've really got a big money situation going on, so like, I'm not even worried about it. Let's see, so I got 2 points. What am I gonna put my points into? Y'all think I should just get more attack? I feel like I should just get more attack.
Unhappy time.
Because attack is always good, crit is sometimes good. Okay, where's that grasshopper? Let's see if bitch ever. We'll go off him right now. Did you rest? Probably not, no. Okay, so I'm not. Oh, damn, what the hell is that? We gotta go back over here. Okay. Alright, I gotta hold. I'm holding E. Holding E. I'm still holding E. I'm still holding E. I'm not taking my finger off the key. Oh, fuck. So y'all are telling me I need to have the extra stamina from that thing it gave me so I can hold on the whole time? What's this?
Stop it! Idiot!
Right. Nice. Damn, he ain't fucking around. Gold armored rhino. Cool. Let's kill his ass.
strength grows ever greater.
Break the horn earlier? I did not know that. If I had known that, I would have done it. These bosses are a little tricky. Just need to sell another one too.
I wish we could watch the college football games we actually care about. You can on ESPN with Sling. Follow me. I love this. Choose and customize your channel lineup to get the college football games you actually care about. Sling lets you do that.
BaBy-J told you I wasn't listening. Like, I don't listen. Like, whenever like an NPC is talking in the game, I don't ever listen to them.
I'll be back.
A warm
This'll make your blood run cold! Enter. Here you go, laddie! Let's get you patched up. Take this!
Well, that was easy.
I don't like the look of this.
Mirror now mastered. The season of the beast ends. That of peace begins.